At some point on the spiritual journey, often early on, sometimes even before we fully realize what is happening, we get our first real taste of peace. And when that happens, there is this urge, an itch, almost like you want to run to the mountaintop and shout it to everyone. You want to wake people up. You want to help. You want to save. And that makes sense, because many of us were raised in a world that taught us this idea that we are supposed to be helpers, fixers, saviors of the world. That our worth is tied to how much we give, how much we sacrifice, how much we pour ourselves into others. And sometimes that is absolutely true. There are moments when you are called to help. There are moments when someone is placed directly in front of you and you know, deep inside, this is your time to step in. But other times, we go beyond that. I remember moments in my own life where I could clearly see how someone could improve their financial situation. It felt obvious to me. I knew exactly what they were doing that was keeping them stuck. And because I cared, I overstepped. What I had to learn, and what a lot of us do not want to admit, even about ourselves, is this uncomfortable truth. People are often comfortable where they are, even if they are in chains. Being in chains can feel familiar. Being in misery can feel predictable. Being in a bad relationship can feel safer than the unknown. Being in debt can feel easier than learning a new way. Not because people love suffering, but because suffering they know feels less threatening than freedom they do not. And I know there can be resistance to that idea. A voice that says, there is no way I like being in debt. There is no way I like being in an abusive relationship. And maybe like is the wrong word. But there is often a part of us that prefers predictability. A part that would rather stay with the devil it knows than step into something unfamiliar where there is no script yet. And when you start to see this, something shifts. As you go deeper into your journey, you begin to realize that everyone is on the path they are supposed to be on. You begin to see that people are often attracting exactly what they need to heal from. They are also attracting what they are ready to face, and no more than that. This understanding removes an enormous amount of pressure. You no longer need to be the hero of the world. Yes, some people are called into very visible roles of service. Some are meant to lead movements, start foundations, take on heavy responsibilities. But most of us were not meant to carry the weight of the world on our backs. And if we are honest, world peace, world hunger, collective healing is not going to be solved by one person. These issues run far deeper than any single individual. Without getting lost in those layers, what matters here is this. You have a responsibility to yourself first. Just like on an airplane, you put the oxygen mask on yourself before assisting others. Not because you are selfish, but because you are useless to anyone if you are depleted, resentful, or drowning. Fill your own cup first. clean the inside of the cup first. And that does not mean you will never help. It does not mean you will never share what you know. Often, when the student is ready, they will arrive in your life naturally. But you will know the difference. You will know internally when you are being called to serve and when you are trying to save. You will know when you are offering from overflow versus forcing from obligation. You will know when you are aligned and when you are doing too much. That knowing is quiet. It does not scream, but it is always there. And learning to trust that inner signal is part of the journey too. This channel is for people learning how to live awake without opting out of real life, not escaping it, not numbing it, not rushing through it. If this resonated with you, feel free to like the video and subscribe. New reflections are shared regularly. Thank you for being here.